maybe somewhere close.
And that was Synergy Sessions by Jack Hammer. I am now joined by the amazing Rabi Mooketsi. Hi, Rabi.
Okay.
Welcome to Kota Sunday.
Thank you
Welcome
so much,
to the
my
Souls.
darling. Yeah.
But before we go there, have you ever been to Kota Sunday?
No.
I'm holding it against you right now.
You know what happened? I think I've been to Kota Sunday just to buy the quarter.
Hey.
And I was like, okay guys, how do you want to check us in?
And what is this?
When Casper was there.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
So I was like, okay, so it doesn't look awkward.
Hey.
Because I just feel like Kota Sunday is for the young one. Apparently niggas go well.
Not even.
You know, so I
Not
can't go to
even.
Kota Sunday.
Not even.
Until December though. I saw like the last one. A lot of my friends were there. And I'm like, guys, like we Kota Sunday, like
Okay, can we make a deal before like we go on with this interview that that post-pandemic, right?
Yes.
You're taking along with me.
Yo, okay.
Yes.
Kota Sunday looks
I
too lit.
got myself a good
Too lit.
Sunday date, guys.
Yes.
But now back to the business of the day.
Absolutely.
The sauce. We want to know your sauce. But before we go there, I want you to simply share with us Rabi Mooketsi ke mang?
Rabi Mooketsi, which is Reabetswe, but I'm popularly known as Rabi. Born and bred in Mafikeng. I think it all began for me in 2011 when I started on radio on Mafikeng FM. That's where I had like a hip hop show. Very exciting times. That's when I actually found my voice. Then applied for BA Communications, Good Northwest University, the Mafikeng campus, Unibo. Yes, that's where it all started for me. And completing then Rabi Mooketsi, then moved to Johannesburg, which is a dream for almost every child within the media space. And also coming from a small town, you want to go to the capital, our New York, which is Johannesburg. So then that's when I got my first break and got my first internship at Sony Music as a PR intern. A few months down the line, then Universal was like, knock knock, are you ready for us? I was like, hell yes. We was gonna say to Universal Music, you know, those two global giants in the music. Being headhunted was such a blessing, and I became the urban coordinator for all their local releases and all their projects that happen locally.
But now I want to understand, has it always been about PR for you? Like, fresh from high school, did you know who you want to get to tap into the public relations space?
I don't think so. Okay, I wasn't sure because there's that thing, right? When you're in high school, I kind of had an idea or I want to be on TV because I always wanted to be on TV or wanted to be on radio. I wasn't sure, but I knew that I had a voice. The late DJ Zondi was like, dog, try radio, you know. And I think I was in Pretoria then. In 2011, I was in Pretoria. I was studying something absolutely different, which is law. You know, my parents thought
We were all right.
You're debating, then study law. And I did 6 months of that, and 6 months of that was, you know, it was I
realized that it's not for you.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know, I felt trapped. And Zondi was like, Rubs, I think you need to do a radio. That's when I got my voice. And I was like, okay, cool, because my parents bought stability, and also I want stability. You know, let me back it up. That's when I studied BA Communications. So I kind of I don't know what I wanted.
Would you say that it found you maybe?
It really found me because that was the first position that I got after, you know, after varsity. So, which was being a PR intern. Then from there, then it just followed me, and I was doing well. Quest the Spirit.
Hello.
You know that Ricky Rick's EP Stay Shining.
Hello.
You know Shekana's first album Rose
Hello.
Gold. You understand?
I think like people
I'm just
hear you
giving you
talking
an
about
I'm
hear you
giving
talking
you
about
some-
all these big names,
Yeah.
but I don't think they really understand what, you know, PR is all about. So I want us to tap into that,
Yes.
to tap into what you do, and also tap into your brand, which
Yes.
is iBar Publicity.
Yes, my
Yes,
baby.
your baby.
So basically, I think the best way to explain to a normal person, because people like not a PR game. A lot of people confuse PR with advertisement because we kind of do. It has similar elements,
More or less.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does have similar elements, but we earn that space. We don't pay for that space. So my responsibility is to basically take a brand. For instance, Arubeka Kota Sunday. Where do you want to see Kota Sunday on a newspaper? Where do you want to see Kota Sunday on a billboard? Where do you want to see Kota Sunday on television? You understand? For that brand to grow, then you need Rabi. It's my responsibility to earn spaces on publications, whether it's online, whether it's print, whether it's television, whether it's radio. That's my responsibility. I think that's the best explanation, the most simplest explanation ever that I could give to another. My brother always asks me, Rabi, what do you actually do? And I'm like, Nana, see, you know McDonald's, right? Yeah. So when you see on TV, someone that does Rabi's job, it's doing the same thing for this brand. So I think that's the best and the most simplest explanation ever that I can give to a person. So that's what I do, collaborating with cool brands, collaborating with cool artists, and just making a product sellable.
Maybe you're bringing me to my next question, talking about working with different brands, with different artists. I want to know more about your past experiences, and this is more on the background of iBar. I want to know more about the good and the bad.
Okay, I think I registered, so I was at Universal, right? This is 2018 Feb. September was my last month there. October, registered my company, being iBar Publicity. This is October 2018. 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks. I don't even think I had a bank account then for this business. Then I got a call from an unknown person. Hi, Rabi, this is Elaine from Cape Town. I'm like, Cape Town? Mind you, ne? Give me my video. Okay, so my client Ricky Rick wants this. Okay? So we were wondering if we could possibly use your company to...
Like, hello.
I hanged up.
Hey.
He called again. He's like, sorry Rabi, I don't know what happened, but yeah, we might need your services. I hear that you have a PR company, and I'm like, but what do? That's where Cotton Fest began. Got a call in October, November 2018, that's where it began. That's how my company, got its first business. I didn't have a bank account, mind you. You understand? So that was a very spiritual thing as well, because it found me in the most darkest places of my life. I was actually called Victoria, but I had anxiety problems. I was going through a lot. We had just lost Jeba. I got discharged few days before his funeral because I really wanted to go to his funeral. I was also just overwhelmed. I was just going through my own things, doubting myself. There's a lot that goes through your mind, and I got admitted for that.
Self-doubt does creep in.
And now God was like, okay, child, are you doubting yourself?
Let me show you.
Let me show you now. And just as I was being discharged, I got the Cotton Face call. That was very spiritual.
Which was that everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. So that was my first break. And I'm like, yeah, I've worked with Ricky before at Sony, but I don't think Ricky would be that guy's phone
He would recognize you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's where it all began. Then we got the first project, such a big project. I've been a part of, it's been a privilege to be part of such a cool brand, working with cool artists like Ricky Rick. He's such an influencer. He's a pioneer. He's a lot. So having been contributed, to that success, that even such a success, being surrounded by people that have been in the industry. So that's what iBar, got to do as the first thing. I got to work with Cotton Fest. I got to do Rusty Summer Fiesta. Also bringing brands into this event that I'm working with. Like for instance, Cotton Fest needs advertisement. Trade exchange with big brands. MTV Base could be our television. YFM could be our radio station. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's the same way what Kota Sunday is doing. It's very cool. Kota Sunday has partnered with the Northwest University Radio. That's cool. People don't think to that extent. Then it comes to show you that within the Kota Sunday team there is a vision. Within the Kota Sunday movement there is man. These kids know what they're doing. I think that's what makes it's such a cool brand, so I get to do that.
That's amazing. I'm literally inspired sitting right here. And I know people are going to probably think, oh, Google every week. She's inspired, but I really am.
Yeah, it's important.
I love your work. I love what you do. And talking about your brand, I can see how passionate you are talking about it. It's your baby, man.
It's spiritual. It's spiritual this thing.
Yeah, so I want to know, when coming to building a brand, how can one, go towards the direction of building, most importantly, a sustainable brand?
I think sustainability goes hand in hand with knowing who you are, what your brand stands for. You need to understand the people that you're trying to also reach. You need to understand that the market also changes with time. So now, is your brand timeless?
Love it.
You understand? So those are probably one of the few things that one needs to look into. But staying real to who you are. You know, I think I remember having a conversation with someone and saying, I think, let me just make an example, right, with what's happening at home. In Mafikeng, we have, I think, 2 big social events, Kota Sunday and Escobar. You understand? And a lot of people are like, why is Escobar happening on a Sunday, Kota Sunday on a Sunday? You know what I mean? And competition, that's why Mafikeng does not grow. I'm like, that's where you get it wrong. That's where you get it wrong. Escobar is a different brand, Kota Sunday is a different brand. You attract 2 different crowds. One, they wanted to be frustrated. I'm like, you don't frustrate yourself, you stay true to yourself. So that you can remain consistent, so that you can be able to grow. Because the moment you shift, the moment you change, the moment you want to conform. Yes, it's important to move with the times, but don't lose your essence. Yes. Don't lose who you are. That's why it's important to know who you are before you can start something. That's when your brand can grow. Because then it's based on a very solid foundation. Absolutely. That's when it also becomes easy to adapt as a brand. So it's very important.
Love it. Love it. But now I want to know, we are mid-pandemic, right? So and you know, it's now been a very difficult space for people in, more specifically, our industry. I mean, every industry has taken a toll. Absolutely. And now when you come to the entertainment industry, I want to know, how have you been going about in this pandemic and, you know, trying to survive and sustain your brand?
To be honest, I don't know how. I said this to a friend that I don't know how I've been paying bills. I don't know how, besides you know, me having a supportive partner, you know. But I think what I've been so confused. Like since March to date, how do I afford paying, you know, our nanny? How do I afford? I don't know. How did I do it? You know, and to be honest, firstly, hence I'm saying each and everything that I get involved in, each and everything that I do is very spiritual. I have a very, very strong spiritual foundation as an individual. So I would like to believe that it's God that has taken me through this 5 months. It's been a roller coaster though. I won't say it's been easy. At first it was exciting because of Rabonda, Wanake, Monaka, Humanity, understand? But there's when I don't get because it went from 25 days to 50 days. From 50 days to 100 and
we're on 100 and something.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's been very it's been, because I went from depression mode to having anxieties to being very discouraged to actually saying, nah, Rubs, actually this is the situation. What now? Try to adapt. Find out what your peers are doing. You know, there's a lot of women in my industry that have, you know, survived and were able to adapt so quickly. You know, you watch Chanro, there's that you know what, the lockdown party. There's women, Sibu Mabena happens to be one of, you know, my friends or one of my colleagues in the industry that she's behind that with PH and Shimza. They were able to adapt. Unfortunately, not everyone can actually adapt to that, but there were people that were able to conform.
And for others, it takes a bit longer.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was part of the one that actually took longer, you know. And actually during this pandemic, also then I got to work with, you know, one of my artists that I'm working with, TS. You know, so yeah, it's been an up and go. Yeah, it's been rough, eh? It's been really, really rough. But we needed it to just recap, reanalyze, replan, see where we went wrong, we went, you know,
to reflect.
Absolutely.
So now, what can we expect from? I know you, especially at this time. That's one of the worst questions to ask. But we can't. I feel like we're over the stage of saying how post pandemic. I feel like we're over that point, Rihanna, because we're like, hey, no, and we need to find a way to move.
We like you said, it's very difficult. We can't plan. You understand? We can't plan. We can't say, you know, Cupcake can just come and say, with immediate effect.
And they will change it like
You understand what I'm trying to say?
You can't find it. No one cares.
It's a mess. You understand? And December is upon us. Normally around this time, it's August, September. I'm already, me and the team, you know, myself and the team, we start planning Cotton Fest for Feb. I don't know what's the conversation. We probably can't have a conversation. Meaning that artists were not performing. Because for the artists to perform, they make money. With that money, they reinvest. That's how Cotton Fest came about. That's how, you know, all the events that I happened to work with, artists did not get to, you know, they don't have money to record albums. So what am I selling?
Because we do make our money through people, but not about support that in the
Exactly.
industry.
So, and that's where my space is. But at the same time, like I said, that I had to now start adapting to whatever that's happening and seeing, do I remain in just events? Do I remain in celebrity PR? Do I move more into corporate? Because those are the people that have remained a bit stable. A bit. Yes, stable, you understand? So for now, I'm currently working with TS, like I'm saying, trying to grow her brand. She's a beautiful, stunning woman. She's from Mafikeng. And I believe that, you know, she deserves different platforms that are going to lend her on a global scale. So that's what I'm currently working on right now. Hopefully Cotton Fest, because also we're trying to understand if we do this Cotton Fest thing, how
do we go about it? How can I show me almost
people understand. That way. You understand? Because Ricky has that thing where, you know, the kids love it.
Yeah, true.
That way. That's gonna be a mess. So there's a lot of planning that needs to go through, restructuring, you know. So I'm looking forward to more events. I haven't done events in a very long time. I love partying as well, you know what I mean? It's my job, but I also love it. So I just can't wait to start planning cool stuff. Also getting new clients, you know, doing activations. But yeah, my current project is TS and just taking her to the world. And that's my
wait for it.
Babe.
Because a little baby told me that everything you touch turns into gold.
Yes. I would like to think so. It's through hard work, man. It's really through hard work, dedication, and just putting your clients, you know, first. That, like I said before we even started shooting, I don't like being in the front. I'm used to being at the back. I have this artist thing. That's my job, not being in the front. But it's been an absolute, you know, pleasure and honor. Kota Sunday is a movement. You know, me wearing this shirt means that I'm part of my movement.
And let me tell you, it looks great on you.
I guess go, bro.
Like,
not
even way, guys, way, hey, can't wait.
You know, so it's an absolute honor, and I'm proud of, you know, this movement. It's a movement that I can actually help for free in terms of because of the foundation, because of how they do their things. They're moving. Look, we're knocked down. Easy. They're like, I like people that are hip and happening, people that are thinking, people are moving, people are adapting. This is it. And may God continue to bless you.
Amen.
And let this movement grow.
Amen.
You know, you guys run the streets. The youth, Youth belong to this movement.
But I just see like one of our peers, like, it's like youth. Yes, because we made a deal. Yes. I know. But I'm having so much fun with you here. Maybe so. On that note, I'm not gonna let you go just yet. Up, up next is Homza, but after that, I'm gonna come back with Rabi, and we're gonna play a young game. See you 30 seconds.
Those things.
Guys, I'm not that good at games myself, okay? So let's just, yeah, and then we're gonna get to wrapping up the show. It is, of course, The Sauce, and I am your host, that's gonna go with his real name. Shout out Homza. I'm still chilling with Rabi and let's get it when we get back. We're gonna play a young game, 30 seconds. So we have the quite an hour left. I mean, there's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, these are
Whatever we call it, guys. So I'm gonna flip it over, right? And we're gonna play only 3 cards, one side. Okay, so you ready? Alright. Come on. Metsinyana sip. Okay. Alright. She lost her last slipper.
Cinderella.
There we go. It's a brand that repairs windows.
PG Gloss.
There we go. A country in Africa, the flag is green and white.
Nigeria.
Yeah, there we go. So how do I explain this one? Okay, let's take the time.
Okay.
A brand that is sneaker. He's a basketball player.
Jordan. Michael Jordan.
There we go. Yes. We got 4. And we got to play like 1 card, but that was good. And I thought you don't like games. You're actually quite good. But actually, I don't think 30 seconds really tests.
It does a bit your intellect. If you're aware.
And then we'll go back and Google, guys. I'm not that good at explaining things, but I think
you're good at priority.
Yes, there we go. But before I let you go, I just want us to get to the last part of the show.
No problem.
And we have, especially we have so many great artists. Potentially NZ, people are talented out here. Before we even go, outside the province or outside our town. So I just want you to, give advice to up and coming creatives in the industry, especially in our industry, the entertainment industry, this cutthroat industry.
I think, should I be honest?
Yeah.
Okay. Not everyone is going to make it. Not everyone is meant to be a star. I'd rather be honest with you. Before what I will do. I'm not saying this to break you, but I'm just trying to condition your mind for your reality. It's all about how, yes, there's chances that in the boardrooms they might say no to you, then you blow up. They did that to Casper. Then he proved them wrong. You understand? That's why he was able to go back to those same boardrooms that said no years ago. And now he was negotiating his own deal now. Understand? Alright, they're gonna change. You understand what I'm trying to say? Then there's those that are just meant to remain. There's artists. I'm just trying to come up with. I'm just trying to remember an artist that's very good, Mara. You understand? I blow it. There's those type of artists. But you know what? I think you need to be very passionate about music before anything. Be passionate about it so that you can remain, you shouldn't give up easily. Because, when you're passionate about something, it's very difficult for you to give up. Don't want to be in music because you want to be on TV or you want to be a star or girls or, you know what I mean? It should be a genuine thing. Then people will literally take that energy, and respect you for that. You understand? So, the industry is not an easy industry like any other industry, but this one is real. That's why I'm just telling you the truth, that not everyone is going to make it. There's so many demos that are played. And also, I think now things are just a bit better for upcomings. everything is digital now. There's YouTube, there's different types of platform. There's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Twitter. There's also other music, channels that you can use. You don't have to be signed to a label. You don't have to be signed to an indie. Like you can literally just release your music online. Just remain consistent, respect your brand, invest in your brand before you can actually ask for a label to invest. What money are you putting onto your own brand? You understand? Keep pushing, reinvest, and do you.
Yeah.
Literally keep pushing, do you, and remain true to yourself. If you are known for actually not being naked, don't be naked because nakedness sells. Remain true. You have a target market that respects that. But music is a beautiful thing. It's an art. It makes us happy. We listen to it when we're sad and when we're down. So we definitely need artists. They must keep pushing. This is a new girl that I've seen. You guys had her like on your previous show.
More sound.
Who is she?
She is an artist actually an artist under SVO, which is the ones that the Sunday.
You understand?
And she's doing amazing.
I don't know her, but I saw her. Where did I see her?
Right here.
Online.
Love it.
Who commented on her performances? Or on her online platform? Busiswa did. She saw her online. Did she have to bother Busiswa on the DM?
Not even.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Create content. Move with the times. Invest in yourself. And push. I promise you, someone will see you. You don't need labels, man. Labels, yeah. But I think it's also better to be in a label when you're like,
Yeah.
when you're like on your best. When you just get there as a Mufasa and be like, all right, this is what Mufasa wants. If you're not at that point, yeah, okay. Sorry for just going on and on, but I'm just trying to make an example. Rouge. Hey, you see how talented that girl is? It took her a very long time for people to catch on her. It took her time to also get her voice. I love her now.
I love her
Such a
too.
Rouge fan now. And this is just when after she signed to Sony. You understand? But before that, for Sony to sign her, she was releasing.
She was putting in the work.
Coming back to Mafike, Tiro has a catalogue of music, invested in himself. Eventually, Universal signed him. Where is he now? Being nominated for the summit.
Doing the
As
work.
much as labels, yes, do put in some meat into your CV, into people recognizing you. Keep pushing. Own your stuff. Own yourself. Run yourself. Believe in yourself. Invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself.
It's very key. It's very key. But shout out to Mosan.
So, hey now.
I saw her.
Hey.
She's very good.
Thank you.
I saw
Thank
her.
you. And I'm taking this compliment as if it's my own because I really love her work and I got to see her grow.
I just saw her online, man. I saw her first on Facebook. I'll comment that. Okay, I'm like, okay. I was okay. Then the other days, Boosie saw them comment saying, yay. I'm like, okay. Okay. And for just that endorsement, people are gonna want to hear more of her.
True.
So she must keep pushing.
True.
You guys must, SVO must keep pushing her.
We are now getting to the part that we're gonna talk about, Women's Month. We just wrapped up Women's Month,
Yes.
and I wouldn't be fair if I let you go without tapping into that space because I always say that people should we should embrace being women because even though the general public is faced with a pandemic and we're faced with two, which is also, gender-based violence. So I like putting women on a pedestal. So I just want you to send Ghana a young woman's day message and something to empower us.
I think, talking about empowerment, women themselves are empowered just for being women. I don't think women would be killed, raped if they were not seen as powerful. It's our advantage, but it's also a disadvantage because we are seen as targets. It's been a somber, Women's Month. A lot of women being identified as dead, raped. Also remembering the ones before, this woman's month. Things that have happened this year, the previous year. You know what I mean? So it's been a very somber woman's month. I don't know. We really don't know if we should celebrate being women.
I did say at the beginning of Women's Month, I was like, there's literally nothing to celebrate.
What are we celebrating for being stones?
Because you want to celebrate yourself, but yet again, how do you when you don't even know if you are next?
Absolutely, because Imbogoto means we are stones. So are you using our stones to throw them at us? You understand? It's been a very... it's so tense. The mood is very tense, and I think everyone is just up to here now, and we are ready to walk through. Where does Cupcake stay? Go hot.
I don't know anything.
Where's this place? There's a place. Not Melrose Arc. Hyde Park. Stanhurst. When did you actually just take a walk just before his house?
Maybe the message will be loud enough.
Because I don't know what we really like. What needs to happen for him to then say enough is enough? Because this is too much. This is too much. But more than anything, let's not forget. Those that are alive, those who have survived. So different women, we go through different abuses. It doesn't have to be physical, even emotional abuse. This could be from your partner, parents, your own father, your stepfather, your best friend that happens to be a guy. Gender-based violence also happens between woman and to woman. We disrespect each other or one another on a daily basis. It also it really starts with us, how we treat one another during not just Women's Month, just on our daily basis. We need to respect one another. We need to take ourselves seriously. We need to respect how we, also we need to respect ourselves as individuals. You need to, I don't know how to explain, because women are very powerful creatures. I always say, without women, there's no future. Because women give birth. That's our power. We give birth to generations. So without women, there's no future.
I hope we agree.
So let's respect ourselves. Let's carry ourselves. Let's raise our girl children. I'm blessed to have a girl child. I raise her with so much grace. I preach strength to her. I preach respect. I preach honor. So that when she grows into being, from a toddler to being a teenager to then being a woman, she knows the power that she carries and she knows what she stands for. So I advise all the women, all the mothers, or every woman really during this month and to all the months left in this year going forward. Let's carry ourselves and know our power and just do what we love and treat one another. Because it's gender-based violence. If I mistreat you, you understand? So yeah, I think that's the best thing.
Thank you so much, Rabi, guys. It has been absolutely amazing. It has been absolutely amazing having you. I have a feeling that I'll be seeing more of you. Finally, something is telling me. Guys, it has been absolutely amazing having Rabi here with us. I'm looking forward to seeing more of you and to see, iBar Publicity grow, also your brand. I'm looking forward to all of that. Up next, we do have Junior Hooks coming up, but before that, I'm gonna ask Rabi to give us her social media pages, and then we can let you go.
All right, so it's Rabi Mooketsi on Facebook, at Rabi Mooketsi on Twitter and Instagram, at iBar Publicity on Instagram.
There we go. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. God bless you guys. Thank you so much.
Remember to use the hashtag #ScottaSundayLive and hashtag The Source on all of our social media pages. It is at SVO Lifestyle on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. Junior Hooks coming up.
Mooketsi way.